I guess I have to face that in this awful place I shouldn't show a trace of doubt. But pulled against the grain, I feel a little pain that I would rather do without. I'd rather be free, free, free. I'd rather be free, free, free. From here.
How do you do, my Greg universe? Thank you for bringing me into the world. I am at your eternal service. Welcome to your new pearl.
What's going on? Could her gem be cracked?
It looks fine to me. Ruby, are you okay?
Ah, who are you? You're not my assignment.
I could really use an explanation here.
Allow me to illuminate. A ruby guard, but just a single one. They tend to come in teams of 3 or more. A precious sapphire, she sees the future. That's who the ruby's for.
My sapphire, as my sworn duty and sole purpose, I will protect you in my life.
I know you will. That's why I predict you won't last more than a day.
Huh?
Come now.
Amethyst! Hey, Amethyst?
Hey, Amethyst?
What? No, you're Amethyst!
What? No, you're Amethyst.
You must be right. This is an amethyst, except an amethyst is big and strong. This one is not the best example. Something is clearly wrong. I do say something is clearly wrong. What are all these different gems doing here in this strange place?
Pearl, don't you recognize them? Don't you recognize me?
Well, I certainly recognize my Greg universe.
Oh boy.
As for you,
Get back! Huh?
Yippee! I'm so excited to meet you!
You're not mad?
Mad? Why would I be mad at my best friend?
this will be fun. Aren't you the lucky one? Her cut is perfect and she's pink as well. She'll bring you endless entertainment. Your new best friend, Spinel.
Pearl, do something. Sing for her. Make her feel better.
Yes, my diamond. Ahem. Ahem.
Oh.
Would you wanna be here? What do you ever see here that doesn't make you feel worse than you do? And tell me, what's the use of feeling blue? Why would you wanna employ her? Subjects that destroyed her. Why keep up her silly zoo? Oh, tell me, what's the use of feeling blue? An army has a use, they can go and fight a war. A sapphire has a use, she can tell you what it's for. An agate terrifies, a lapis terrifies. Where's the diamond when they need a blue? You've got to be a little blue. Yes, of course we still love her, and we're always thinking of her. But now there's nothing we can do, so tell me, what's the use of feeling? What's the use of feeling? What's the use of feeling? Oh, how can you stand to be here with it all?
Here with it all.
Drowning in all this regret. Wouldn't you rather forget her? Oh, won't it be grand to get rid of it all? Let's make a plan of attack. Start looking forward and stop looking back. Oh, yes, of course we still love her, and we're always thinking of her. Don't you know I miss her too? But tell me, what's the use of feeling? What's the use of feeling? What's the use of feeling?
If you want more awesome stuff like this, click the subscribe button.
Are the crystal gems? We'll always save the day. And if you think we can, we'll always find a way. That's why the people of this world
Believe in. Familiar, why is this so familiar? Familiar, like something I used to know. Familiar, staring up at the ceiling. Familiar, I swear that I know this feeling, where everybody wants me to be mom. And everything I do it wrong. I'll sway them with a joke or with a song, and maybe that'll help us get along. Familiar, why is this so familiar? Familiar, like something I used to do. Familiar, that she used to throw a tantrum, insisting, but hey, I'm a diamond too. I bet she drove them crazy all the time. They love her, but they're leaving her behind, with more important places they should be, and hanging out with someone just like me. Familiar, that's why it's so familiar. Familiar, like someone I used to be. Familiar, but this time I've had some practice at helping a struggling family. Oh, I'll get them all together in one place.
once we're all together face to face, I'll show them all the error of their ways and stop their spread of terror across space.
I was fine with the men who would come into her life now and again. I was fine, 'cause I knew that they didn't really matter until you. I was fine when you came, and we fought like it was all some silly game over her, who she'd choose. After all those years, I never thought I'd lose. It's over, isn't it? Isn't it? Isn't it over? It's over, isn't it? Isn't it? Isn't it over? You won, and she chose you, and she loved you, and she's gone. It's over, isn't it? Why can't I move on? War and glory, reinvention, fusion, freedom, her attention, out in daylight, my potential, bold, precise, experimental. Who am I now in this world without her? Petty and dull with the nerve to doubt her. What does it matter? It's already done. Now I've got to be there for her son. It's over, isn't it? Isn't it? Isn't it over? It's over, isn't it? Isn't it? Isn't it over? You won, and she chose you, and she loved you, and she's gone. It's over, isn't it? Why can't I move on? It's over, isn't it? Why can't I move on? All right, everything begins with your stance. Remember, you do it for him, and you would do it again. You do it for her, that is to say, you'll do it for him. Keep your stance wide, keep your body lowered. As you're moving forward, balance is the key. Right foot, left foot. Now go even faster. And as you're moving backwards, keep your eyes on me.
Keep my stance wide.
Good.
Keep my body lowered.
Right.
As I'm moving forward.
Concentrate. Don't you want him to live?
Right foot, left foot.
Yes, but put your whole body into it. Everything you have, everything you are, you've got to give. On the battlefield, when everything is chaos, and you have nothing but the way you feel, your strategy and a sword. You just think about the life you'll have together after the war. And then you do it for her. That's how you know you can win. You do it for her, that is to say, you'll do it for him. Deep down, you know you weren't built for fighting, but that doesn't mean you're not prepared to try. What they don't know is your real advantage. When you live for someone, you're prepared to die.
Deep down, I know that I'm just a human.
True,
but I know that I can draw my sword and fight. With my short existence,
Good.
I can make a difference.
Yes, excellent.
I can be there for him. I can be his knight. I can do it for him. You do it for her.
Okay, now do that again.
Yes, ma'am.
You do it for her, and now you say,
I'll do it for him.
Let's go, just 1 on 2. Go ahead and try, hit me if you're able. Can't you see them already?
Peach or plum or strawberry, any kind is fine. You see, come on and share this jam.
Come live with us in the palace. There's a room waiting for you.
Come on.
Come on, just let us adore you.
You guys have really gotten better at showing affection. But I've got my own life to get back to. Don't forget, I'm not Pink Diamond.
Yes, we know that you're not her, but you were hers. You know what it meant to love her, and you remind us so much of her.
Thanks, but I really gotta go.
But Stephen,
I've disbanded my armies. I've liberated my colonies.
I never shatter. I never make anyone cry.
I've been saying please and thank you even to lower life forms.
What did we talk about?
Equal life forms. Stephen, we've done everything you've asked.
That's great! Good job. Keep it up. Bye!
Take a moment to think of just flexibility, love, and trust. Take a moment to think of just flexibility, love, and trust. Here comes a thought that might alarm you. What someone said and how it harmed you. Something you did that felt to be charming. Things that you say are suddenly swarming, and oh, you're losing sight, you're losing touch. All these little things seem to matter so much that they confuse you, that I might lose you. Take a moment, remind yourself to take a moment and find yourself. Take a moment to ask yourself if this is how we fall apart. But it's not, but it's not, but it's not, but it's not, but it's not. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. You've got nothing, got nothing, got nothing, got nothing to fear. I'm here, I'm here, I'm here. Here comes a thought that might alarm me. What someone said and how it harmed me. Something I did that failed to be charming. Things that I said are suddenly swarming, and oh, I'm losing sight, I'm losing touch. All these little things seem to matter so much that they confuse me, that I might lose me. Take a moment, remind yourself to take a moment and find yourself. Take a moment and ask yourself if this is how we fall apart. But it's not, but it's not, but it's not, but it's not, but it's not. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. I've got nothing, got nothing, got nothing, got nothing to fear. I'm here, I'm here, I'm here. And it was just a thought, just a thought, just a thought, just a thought, just a thought. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. We can watch, we can watch, we can watch, we can watch them go by. From here, from here, from here. Take a moment to think of just flexibility, love, and trust. Take a moment to think of just flexibility, love, and trust.
For full episodes of your favorite shows, download the Cartoon Network app.
Here in the garden, let's play a game. I'll show you how it's done. Here in the garden, stand very still. This'll be so much fun. And then she smiled, that's what I'm after. The smile in her eyes, the sound of her laughter. Happy to listen, happy to play, happily watching her drift away. Happily waiting, all on my own, under the endless sky. Counting the seconds, standing alone, as thousands of years go by. Happily wondering, night after night, is this how it works? Am I doing it right? Happy to listen, happy to stay, happily watching her drift away. You keep on turning pages for people who don't care, people who don't care about you. And still it takes you ages to see that no one's there, see that no one's there, see that no one's there. Everyone's gone on without you. Finally something, finally news about how the story ends. She doesn't exist now, survived by her son and all of her brand new friends. Isn't that lovely? Isn't that cool? And isn't that cruel? And aren't I a fool to have happily listen, happy to stay, happily watching her drift, drift, away.
This is Garnet, back together. And I'm never going down at the hands of the likes of you, because I'm so much better. And every part of me is saying go get her. The two of us ain't gonna follow your rules. Come at me without any of your fancy tools. Let's go, just me and you. Let's go, just 1 on 2. Go ahead and try, hit me if you're able. Can't you see that my relationship is stable? I can see you hate the way we intermingle, but I think you're just mad cause you're single. And you're not gonna stop what we made together. We are gonna stay like this forever. If you break us apart, we'll just come make you up, and we'll always be twice the gem that you are. I am a
Okay, ship, turn us around.
This is who we are. This is who I am. And if you think you can stop me, then you need to think again. Because I am a feeling, and I will never end. And I won't let you hurt my planet, and I won't let you hurt my friends. Go ahead and try, hit me if you're able. Can't you see that my relationship is stable? I know you think I'm not something you're afraid of, cause you think that you seen what I'm made of, but I am even more than the two of them. Everything they care about is what I am. I am their fury, I am their patience, I am the conversation. I am made and it's stronger than you. And it's stronger than you.
Quiet!
This ship is going down!
What about Lapis?
There's no time! stronger than you.
We'll always find a way. That's why the people
I can make a promise. I can make a plan. I can make a difference. I can take a stand. I can make an effort if I only understand that I can make a change. You can make it different. You can make it right. You can make it better. We don't have to fight. You can make an effort, starting with tonight. 'Cause you can make a change. She was trapped in a mirror and it couldn't be clearer. She wanted to leave this place and get herself back in space. And Dad, you might think she's a criminal, but her friendship comes through subliminal. Lapis lazuli, you fled into the bottom of the sea. Lapis lazuli, you were so mad but then you came around to me.
If you're evil and you're on the rise, you can count on the four of us taking you down. 'Cause we're good and evil never beats us. We'll win the fight and then go out for pizzas. We are the crystal gems. We'll always save the day. And if you think we can't, we'll always find a way. That's why the people of this world believe in Garnet, Amethyst, and Pearl and Steven.
If you could only know what we really are when we arrived on Earth. From out beyond your star, we were amazed to find your beauty and your worth, and we will protect your kind. And we will protect your Earth, and we will protect your Earth, and we will protect you.
Fight for the place where I'm free to live together and exist as me.
I will fight in the name of Rose Quartz and everything that she believed in.
I will fight for the world I was made in. The earth is everything I've ever known.
I will fight to be everything that everybody wants me to be when I'm grown.
The odds are against us, this won't be easy, but we're not going to do it alone.
We
are the crystal gems. We'll always save the day. And if you think we can't, we'll always find a way. That's why the people of this world
believe in
Garnet, Amethyst, and Pearl, and Steven.
I know I'm not that tall. I know I'm not that smart. But let me drive my van into your heart. Let me drive my van into your heart. I know I'm not that rich. I'm trying to get my start. So let me drive my van into your heart. Let me drive my van into your heart. And if we look at a place, well, baby, that's okay. I'll drive us into outer space where we can hear what people say. I know I don't have a plan. I'm working on that part. At least I've got a van. So let me drive my van into your heart. 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 Let me drive my van into your heart.
That's right, I heard the story over and over again. She is swell to finally meet her other friend. That's right, I heard the story, don't really like how it ends. She is swell to finally meet her other friend. What did she say about me? What did she say? What did you do without me? What did you do? Did you play games without me? What did you play? Did you think all this time that I wouldn't find out about you? Oh, that's right, I heard the story over and over again. She is swell to finally meet her other friend.
She's running circles around us.
I'm rusty. Give me a break. It really is her. But she can't be serious.
You know her, Pearl? Can you tell us who she is?
Who am I? Who am I? What are you even saying? I'm the loser of the game you didn't know you were playing. Let's play another game. This time I got to win. Lives on the line, winner takes all. Ready or not, let's begin. Oh, that's right, I heard the story over and over again. She is swell to finally beat her other friend. Oh, that's right, I heard the story. Don't really like how it ends. She is swell to finally beat her other
It all became so lovely. Those bluest skies above me. Those funny feelings I had never felt before I met you. I thought I'd stay a while. I tried to learn to smile. So many colors I had never even known. Maybe I'll find myself sitting on that distant shore. Maybe I'm not alone. Then I see the colors fading, gentleness of light escaping, shadows of my fear invading. Have I seen this all before? I know that there's something residing, a terror deep inside me. I couldn't understand how you could be so bold. Maybe I'll find myself smiling on that distant shore. Maybe I'm not alone.
I could have tamed you, I could have shown that I could depose you from your loud throne. But in the end, I wasn't good enough. I just showed the gems that I ain't got the stuff. Oh, Welling Stone, I tried so hard to fly, but I was thrown. Oh, Welling Stone, I gotta tell the gems 'cause they should know. Have a little, have a little, have a little faith in me. I just wanted to help, you know. I have a little, have a little, have a little expertise. I know it's not much, but if it could come in handy, I'd wanna be there. I think so highly of you, it just isn't fair that you have so little faith.
I can't help it if I make a scene. Stepping out of my hot pink limousine, I'm turning heads and I'm stopping traffic. When I pose they scream and when I joke they laugh. I've got a pair of eyes that they're getting lost in. I'm hypnotized by the way I'm walking. I've got them dazzled like a stage magician. When I point they look and when I talk they listen. Well, everybody needs a friend, and I've got you and you and you. So many I can't even name them. Can you blame me? I'm too famous. Haven't you noticed that I'm a star? I'm coming into view as the world is turning. Haven't you noticed I've made it this far? Now everyone can see me burning. Now everyone can see me burning. Now everyone can see me burning.
I'm suddenly hot, I'm suddenly cool, I'm suddenly a genius, I'm suddenly a fool, I'm suddenly fact, but I feel stranger than fiction. I'm new, but I'm suddenly back. I'm a walking contradiction. Doesn't this have a name? La da 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 da. Doesn't this have a name? Doesn't this have a name? And isn't it love? Isn't it love? And isn't it love? Isn't it love?
Where did we go? What did we do? I think we made something entirely new. And it wasn't quite me, and it wasn't quite you. I think it was someone entirely new. Oh, well, I just can't stop thinking. So, did you say I was different? And you had it before? Of course not. When would I have ever? I'm so sorry. No, don't be. And now you're here forever. What about you? What about me? Well, you're here too. We're here together.
I'd rather be tall, I'd rather be smart, I'd rather be sure you know I care. Wherever you go, whatever you start, I'd rather be sure you know I'm there. I'd rather I always be a part of whatever you do. I'd rather be me with you. Wherever we go, I already trust I'd know what to do if it were us. I'd know what to say, I'd know how to be, I'd know your entire syllabus. I can't think of any other thing in the world I would rather do. If I could be, I'd rather be me with you.
Life and death and love and birth and peace and war on the planet Earth. Is there anything that's worth more than peace and love on the planet Earth? Whoa, come on and sing it with me.
Sing?
The words relate to the key.
Key?
If it's a pattern, then just repeat after me. Life and death and love and birth.
Life and death and love and birth.
Now you sing me, fa, mi, ti, la. And peace and war on the planet Earth. Yes, that's it.
That's so easy.
Yeah, but that's what's fun about it. You should write something. You should write a song.
About what?
Whatever you're thinking.
I guess we're already here. I guess we already know. We've all got something to fear. We've all got nowhere to go. I think you're all insane. But I guess I am too. Anybody would be if they were stuck on Earth with you.
Yes! Life and death and love and birth and
life and death and love and birth and life and death and love and birth and peace and war on the planet Earth.
Is there anything that's worth more?
Is there anything that's worth more?
Is there anything that's worth more than peace and love on the planet Earth?
No one can push you around. What do you want to do? You're the master of you, and isn't the thought enough to lift you off of the ground?
Nothing is holding me back now. No one can push me around. What do I want to be? I'm the master of me, and isn't the thought enough to lift me off of the ground?
We could be independent together. Independent together we can fly. Independent together. Independent together. Independent together, you and I. But me, every step and every choice. It's my fault, it's my thought, it's my words, it's my voice.
Independent together. Independent together if we try. Independent together. Independent together. Independent together, you and I.
together. Independent together we can fly. Independent together. Independent together. Independent together, you and I. Independent together, you and I.
All I wanna do is see you turn into a giant woman, a giant woman. All I wanna be is someone who gets to see a giant woman. All I wanna do is help you turn into a giant woman, a giant woman. All I wanna be is someone who gets to see a giant woman. Oh, I know it'll be great, and I just can't wait to see the person you are together. If you give it a chance, you could do a huge dance because you are a giant woman. You might even like being together, and if you don't, it won't be forever. But if it were me, I'd really wanna be a giant woman, a giant woman. All I wanna do is see you turn into a giant woman. Mom was a diamond who invaded Earth, saw its beauty and its worth. Mom made an army and she fought herself. Did that even end up mattering when she faked her own shattering? Mom lived in hiding by the name of Rose, with the friends she'd made and the form she chose. Now all that's left of her exists in me, and I think that we can all agree that is a little bit upsetting. I'd rather think about a wedding. Let's think about cake. Let's think about flowers. Let's think about dressing up and dancing around for hours. There's an awful lot of awful things we could be thinking of, but for just one day, let's only think about love.
Okay, Sapphire. I gotta get dressed for a big day now, so no peeking. And no future vision either.
Okay.
Oh, Steven, I just wish I could have said something sooner about Rose and Pink.
We could think about lies that we told in the past.
It took it so hard.
We could think about hurt feelings and how long they can last.
How can we move on?
Or we could think about hope.
Hope?
You know I've been hoping.
About what?
That everything's better now, everything's out in the open. Bismuth, is that what you're wearing to the wedding?
It's the nicest thing I own.
Looking sharp. We could think about flowers, we could think about cake, we could think about wonderful promises we have the power to make. There's an awful lot of awful things we could be thinking of, but for just one day, let's only think about love.
Maybe I shouldn't have picked up roses. Might be a little controversial.
We could all rethink how we feel about Rose when it comes to Pink and the things that she did in the past, I suppose.
Yeah.
Or we could both feel better, cause we could think about how. We could think about us, and we could think about now.
Well, if we don't use these, we're gonna need something else.
No worries. Peridot's gathering more flowers right now. I'll go get her. But for just one day, let's only think about. Peridot?
What if Lapis was right? Sooner or later, the diamonds are going to come for the cluster. We're all gonna die here.
We could think about war. We could think about fighting. We could think about long-lost friends we wish we were inviting. We could think about the broken gems in the cluster at the planet's core. Or we could think about the bubble we made so that they can't be hurt anymore. We could think about joy. We could think about pain. We could think about sunshine. We could think about rain. There's an awful lot of awful things we could be thinking of. But for just one day, let's only think about
Just one day, let's only think about. Just one day, let's only think about.
When I was younger and I hated fun, I was always looking back on what I should have done. I used to live my life in fear of the terrible performances that brought me here. But I'm looking forward, I'm looking forward, I'm looking forward now. I'm looking forward, I'm looking forward, I'm looking forward now. It's hard to live your life in stride when you feel the way I always used to feel inside. Now it's so easy that it's strange. I'm a person and the person that I am can change. So I'm looking forward, I'm looking forward, I'm looking forward now. I'm looking forward, I'm looking forward, I'm looking forward now.
If I could begin to be half of what you think of me, I could do about anything. I could even learn how to love. When I see the way you act, wondering when I'm coming back, I could do about anything. I could even learn how to love like you. So good, and I'm nothing like you. Look at you go, I just adore you. I wish that I knew what makes you think I'm so special. If I could begin to do something that does right by you, I would do about anything. I would even learn how to love. When I see the way you look, shaken by how long it took, I could do about anything. I could even learn how